This is the Herd Line News.
Why is it so cute to be a zealot these days?
I would have been a hater. Agenda! Who's got the agenda?
Guys, take a deep breath. So the NBA has announced the Christmas Day schedule for the 2021-2022 season. Kicks off with Hawks-Knicks in Atlanta's first Christmas Day game since 1989, which I think is really fun. They had a great season, so did the Knicks. Reward them with a Christmas Day game.
Well, Trae Young.
Yeah, I mean, yes, it was Trae Young arrival party for the whole country.
If you took Trae Young out of those teams, they wouldn't be on television. Trae Young.
But he's the star. And the Knicks have a huge fan base, and they had a good season last year, so I think you should reward both of them. I'm excited to see that. Then it's the Celtics at Milwaukee.
Jason Tatum, Giannis, stars.
Warriors at Suns.
Steph, Devin Booker, stars.
Nets at Lakers.
Tons of stars.
And Mavs at Jazz.
Luka, Donovan Mitchell. The league doesn't do this by accident.
No.
Who's missing?
Well, we don't see Zion on there.
What does that tell you? So, I mean, don't kid yourself. This is not happenstance. Trae Young, Jason Tatum, Giannis, Steph, Booker, KD, Harden, LeBron, Luka, Donovan Mitchell. They put their stars. No Zion.
Well, I think it tells you that Zion's team isn't very good on top of that. I mean, all of these teams were extremely competitive last year, so there's something to that as well. I mean, if you're habitually not making the playoffs, no matter how big of a star you are, unless you are...
Now think about this.
LeBron, I don't know how you can reward that.
How do you think this plays in Zion's camp?
Oh, I don't think it's going over very well at all.
Third coach, 3 years. You don't kid yourself. This feels like nothing. This is the most watched NBA day until the conference finals. Shoe companies, agents, Zion's not in that game. It's a terrible moment for the Pelicans. He's going to stay there. No, he's not, because they are not happy this morning. I'll give you an example. You think it's ridiculous, right? That doesn't matter. Folks, I've been covering this for 30, 40 years. You'd be amazed at what matters. Like in the Seahawks right now, they got Jamal Adams' deal done before Dwayne Brown. Russell Wilson's camp's not happy. Guarantee you. So you don't talk about it, I guarantee you. So just think about this. I know people that have gone to weddings and they're upset with where they sat at the wedding. Like they don't. I've gone to corporate dinners where like, well, how come I'm not at the table with the CEO? This stupid stuff matters. And Zion not being on the Christmas day is something his people are, you know what?
Nothing is everything, but everything is something.
Everything's something.
And yes, I would agree that this is something, but the Pelicans have no one to blame but themselves. You're on your third coach.
You're right.
And you know, for everyone talking about, oh, Zion isn't a star yet and he shouldn't be complaining, and why is he held to a certain standard but the organization is not held to the same standard that we hold the star to? You don't want stars weighing in. You don't want stars using their influence and their power. You don't want stars making decisions on personnel, but you don't want to hold the organizations accountable when they mess it up with the stars that they get.
Yeah.
And waste years and years of guys' prime moments.
So it's telling you right now, Atlanta, which, by the way, has a very, very good front office, Atlanta, Trae Young, the league is telling you, is now better for us on TV than Zion. It is not playing well in Zion's camp.
Well, Justin Fields got Bears fans very excited with his performance in his first preseason game. And one of the skills that he showcased was his speed. According to Next Gen Stats, he reached a top speed of 20.39 miles per hour.
These are ridiculous.
On his 21-yard run against Miami. We're showing it here.
He's not even full speed.
It wasn't full speed, but that's how fast he is.
That's what I'm saying.
That was third fastest amongst all ball carriers during the first week of the preseason.
He's not even now here. Right here.
I mean, that's pretty fast. That's outrunning either of us.
Can I say this is so ridiculous? The two most ridiculous things in sports are measuring how fast players run. Who cares? The second one, they do it in baseball now. If you hit a ball out of the park, that ball left at 122 miles an hour. You don't get any extra runs for that. Why are we measuring this stuff?
I mean, it's fun to know. I think it's pretty interesting that he was the third fastest among all ball carriers during the first week of the preseason.
Fastest?
Hold on, let me pull it up. So
Tyreek Hill didn't play, so.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not the starters, so like you're not going to have those guys out there to measure against. But you know, you go against
do fans care about
Quez Watkins of the Eagles and KJ Hamler.
Okay.
Faster.
He's fast. Ryan, you're a generation kid. I have a question for you. What generation are you? Z, millennial? Ryan's like 13.
How old are you, Ryan?
I'm a millennial.
Okay.
How old are you, Ryan?
29.
A child.
I'm so much older than you.
We give him the whole control board. It's very dangerous.
I don't know why you did.
What do you care how fast a ball leaves the park or how fast a player runs?
The baseball one, not so much, but I think in football, it's interesting because they measure it. Like, we talk about the 40 a lot for athleticism, but how fast a player actually runs on the field, I think matters a little bit.
All right. Yeah, I'm wrong.
I thought it was interesting.
Okay.
I'm also a millennial. So Aaron Donald's resume is already full, but one thing he is missing is a Super Bowl win, and Rams coach Sean McVay is also hoping he can help his defensive star reach that goal. He's saying, shame on me if Donald doesn't get one in his career. They have a good chance to make it happen this season. According to Fox Bet, the Rams are tied for fourth best odds to win the Super Bowl at plus 1,400.
Hate the Cam Akers injury. I can't.
I do. I also do not like that.
They don't have a number one running back. And this is McVay's offense you think it's a passing offense. It's a power running offense, and they throw a ton off play action.
So, I mean, are you leaning, and it's very early, and you have lots of amendments to make. When you look at those odds, who are you?
Give me the odds again. Who is it?
Chiefs plus 500, they're favored. Buccaneers plus 650.
Yeah.
The Bills plus 1,200. And the Rams are tied with the Niners at plus 1,400. I would not go anywhere near the Niners because I can't trust Jimmy Garoppolo, and I don't know what Trey Lance is yet.
I would say there's 3 teams that should be favored, and there's about 6. Rams are one of them that should. Like, there's 2 levels to this. Bills, Chiefs, Bucks should be favored. And then there's Baltimore, and there's Rams, and there's Seattle and Green. Then there's a bunch of something doesn't quite feel right. They're missing something. The top 3 aren't missing anything. You've got star quarterbacks. You've got great coaches. The other ones are like, I don't know if the coach is right. Is the quarterback right?
A lot of things will have to go right throughout the season for them to get there. The top 3 feel pretty solid.
Joy with the news.